You take store credit?
No credit. No store credit, nah.
No store credit?
Cash up front, bro. Cash on demand. What you talking about store credit?
I got a call from the plug at the Papi Store. He needs some bars. I'm like, Prophet, you know I don't sell candy. How bizarre. I pull up to the bodega like a player. You know you see it. Wait, Papi Store, Bazaar, Bodega? How convenient. Anyway, Pop like, Izzo, tell me what you need. Let me get some turkey bacon and $1 worth of cheese. That's cold for I need a gig. But he know what I said. Cause Papi used to putting cats on top of the bread. I don't even rap like that, but I always wanted to. And I'm aware this is only a cipher, don't mean to trouble you.
No need of holding grudges, but if it
Wasn't a competition, then it wouldn't be no judges. So I'm leaving with a W. Most of you leaving with nothing, but I got something for some of you. The summer league is over, they was better off subbing you. Suddenly these sucker MCs about to suffocate. If you ain't wanna suffer, then you shouldn't have let them summon you.
Look, to be Papi is like, it's a beautiful feeling, man.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something about this Spanish culture. I ain't gonna just say the Puerto Rican culture, just say the Spanish culture.
Yeah.
We come in all shades, bro.
Right.
My grandmom is darker than some of my black friends, you know?
My grandfather's dark.
Yeah, so like, we come in all shades, you know, and I love it. And our food is amazing. And our family's always welcoming. It's always like, hey, you come over, you're gonna be fed. That's one thing, you're gonna be fed.
Yeah. I said a line in a battle that you were at, actually, when we went to Brooklyn, New York, and battled a boy named Madface.
I remember that boy.
But I say I'm Native American, European, and black. Puerto Rican is that, but I'm just feeding you facts. And with that being said, I don't need to attack, because we are the best of all three in the flesh. So when you speak with me, you need to speak with respect. I'm a fool. I just had to.
Well, go tell him. You said that song when you said the Patalillo with the.
You got watch the battle.
Watch that battle. That battle was crazy because the Patalillo bar was crazy.
And Madface had some shit too.
It was a good battle. It was a good battle.
Yeah.
It was a good battle. That was what Proving Grounds and shit like that.
Yeah, that was a shout out to Norbs, URL. That was actually my second time dealing with Smack URL and Norbs and all of them.
But look at me now. Look at him now.
We translating that energy from over there and we bringing it right to the Papi Store. That's what it is.
What we doing now, look.
But again, I'm honored to sit down with someone like June, man. You guys are gonna get to know him today. He come from the trenches. But he also became something of himself, right? He dug. You know, he had to low crawl through the mud, but he came out clean. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still a little dirty. You gotta wipe off a little dirt, a little bit.
Sometimes you gotta keep the dirt on there just so niggas look good. That's where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we still.
How you feeling today? You know, how you feeling about sitting down for this interview today, man? Like,
all right, so like to be honest, this is my first sit down for a podcast interview. Like this is my first one, and I'm honored to sit here with family, also Prophet, like to sit here and me knowing him personally, transitioned to be the man that he is today, because I know him personally, as family, brothers, mom, his father, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And me knowing the adversity that he had to deal with to get where he at today is also a blessing. So like I'm grateful to sit here giving this interview first, and then see where this go, man.
Well, so
I'm blessed.
I'm blessed too. I'm blessed, highly favored, and I appreciate you coming through and blessing me with your energy. You know what I mean?
Giving me the opportunity. Like we're gonna sit here and crack it. Like I'm blessed, but it could always be better. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
well, let me ask you this: like, what made you decide that now was the right time to start telling your story, especially on camera, right? Like, you know,
it's our reason why I want to tell my story. Start telling my story, especially I want to give it out to Mike and sit there and let people know that I'm just trying to show people that one is not easy. It might look easy, but it ain't easy. But also like to give you other ways to make money, because I did. Like I was that kid that was trying different things, you know. Mom will sit there and say, "Hey, don't put nothing in the outlet for what? Let me try. Get electrocuted." Yeah. So if I could sit there and teach you to learn from my mistakes, so you won't make my mistakes to get to where I'm at in life, I'm gonna do that. Like, 'cause I went through a lot of adversity in life.
Well, you know, why don't we go back to when you was a kid, right? What was life like growing up? And you say you grew up in Kensington, right? North Philly, kind of a little bit all over North Philly, right? But without your father around too, you know what I mean?
So,
Go into that just a little bit. Like, we'll start with your childhood memories, man.
All right, as far as I go back, like, I'm gonna just say I'm a fatherless child. My father was murdered when I was 1 year old in 1988. So I don't tell you sure, I don't have no memory. I can't tell you if the man held me or not, but I can tell you one thing, people told me he loved me. So all I know is what people used to tell me the stories and stuff like that. So he lived a legacy in the streets in North Philly. So of course the path that he chose in life ended up, I guess, taking his life. So when you live the street life, my mom always used to tell me, you stand 2 feet, you go to jail, you go to prison. No, you go to jail or you die.
Yeah.
And I experienced both in my life. Growing up, I had my uncle that went to life for prison. He before Obama went out, thank God, he pardoned him. Thank God for that. Shout out to Obama for that, and good luck, Dave. But I had my uncle in life, and then I had my father. So I always grew up with the what if. Like, what if? Like, if my dad, as far as I can remember, like, what if Pop was alive? Would I be crying right now? If Pop was alive, would he be here to throw the football with me? You know, I didn't have that. My mom did what she can. She worked hard. She worked this much, so like she raised us, but like she tried as hard much as to raise us, but my aunt really raised us because mom's at work doing 10, 12. We'll go to school, aunt pick us up. By the time mom pick us up, mom's putting us to sleep.
Yeah.
So like,
she was raised.
So mom was doing what she gotta do. So I was raised us, so we was always in Kensington, reaching Clearfield, bro. So I seen like, I wasn't allowed to like go to the corner because we seen the people selling drugs in the corner because she didn't want us to go like that. So we had all the adversity, like sit there and try to like block that. And I'm grateful. Like I said, my mom raised 5 boys. Out of us 5 boys, 1 went to prison. One got addicted to drugs. One went through all the adversity, and I'm glad to sit there and say I did it. Like, and I could take all that weight on my brothers. Like,
right. Well, you know, I was going to ask you. You kind of answered it. Was there that one person that kind of like stepped up for you? And it sounded like Titi Proby, right? Proby. Was it her? Or?
So my aunt Proby, Titi Proby was the one that raised. That was the one that like stepped up for my mom, helped my mom, and everything. When my mom was working and stuff like that, trying to raise us, so we stood a lot. Me and my brother stood a lot. Titi Proby, so we was with my other cousins and stuff.
Nice. Shout out to Titi Proby. Yeah.
I love her, man. That's my mom right there, man. Like,
yeah. No, absolutely, man. I didn't know that neither.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like staying on like your childhood memories and whatnot. Like, what was one thing you went through as a kid that taught you a lesson that you still kind of carry with you today? Like, is there one thing that you could just point? That's one. Yeah, that.
You know, I always say, Mom. As much I could sit there and say it, man. Rest in peace, Mom. And it's hard to say it. Like not that it's hard to say it, but like, Mom's always right. Like, and it's hard, like to this day, stuff that's my mom been gone 3 months, man. I'm still dealing with the grieving process and stuff like that. But like, she always is right. Like to this day, she told me stuff before she passed away, and I'm like, damn. And down the line in Einstein, I'm like, damn, Mom was right. But Mom was the one that taught me a lot of lessons because she went through adversity, so she had to be there and be mom and dad. And like, and me looking in hindsight was like, damn, like, my mom didn't give me that love that I wanted. Yeah. But then again, I'm like, I didn't have a father, so mom had to be tough too. So my mom had raised 5 boys, so she was always telling us, we gonna raise men. We raising no pussies.
Yeah.
And like, I tell you the truth, shout out to all my brothers, I love them all to death. I got 4 of them. I mean, might not see eye and eye all the time.
Yeah.
To each his own, but at the end of the day, I still love y'all. We still came from the same hole at the end of the day. Like, I love y'all to death, and hopefully we get this over and figure this shit out. Cause like, when death comes around, like, it put a hurt in the family. Some people grieve different.
Yeah, it reminds you how short life really is, and you know, and that's why, like, when we was talking about moving outside the city and getting as far away as you can from the city.
But you know, I didn't mean to go back, cause I know I'm talking a lot about my mom, cause my mom just passed. But it's one person that I can't sit there and forget, man. My man Tone, bro. Tone. You know Tone. Everybody
I was gonna go into that.
Everybody know Tone right now. I'm talking about my mom a lot because it's still fresh and everything, and I'm still trying to like grieve a little bit. But Tone, he came in my life. I guess it had been. I can't sit there and say, I can't say the perfect time because God's time is perfect at all times. So. That man was an angel. I ain't gonna say to me. I'm pretty sure to you too, right?
Listen, Tone, he was like a father to all of us. You know, my pop's still in jail. He been in jail pretty much my whole life, right? I think he got out like once or twice.
I met your pop when he came out that one time.
Yeah,
a brief moment.
Went right back in type shit.
Some people revolving door is sad, man.
But I've always, I guess you could say I've always looked for that father figure. So I've always seen fathers in other fathers, right? Like Tone was one of them, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna blow your mind.
Go ahead, yeah.
Tone ain't had no biological kids though.
No?
Nah.
Oh shit.
And like for him to be a father
to everybody
like that and not have no kids, that's amazing, bro. Like and like he been an impact in your life.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure in my life and everybody that was around him. Yeah, your brothers and everybody. Yeah.
And even when he passed, man, you know, rest in peace, Tone. Like, you know, I was just saying because I just had a passing yesterday as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I seen that. That was your family, right?
Yeah, my dad's side. But death is so random, bro. Yeah, and not that like it's random for God. I guess God has a plan for all of it. But like to be on the outside of an inside joke.
Yeah, it's not. Death is very like it's sad. Like he said, like he just dealt with it. One day you could be here, the next you be gone.
Yeah.
And I dealt with death all my life. Cause like I said, I was born with my father being murdered when I was 1. So I grew up in the cemetery, going in the cemetery, talking to a stone, like, damn, Dad, what if he was here? How would that be? Not understanding, like, life, like, damn, why would somebody kill my father and stuff like that? And, like, I'm grateful when Tone came in my life, but that hurt with Tone was crazy. Like you said, you hear 1 minute and gone the next. Like, I can't sit there and say why I was there, but I was in his house the night before. And I remember saying, I love you, Pop. I'll see you in the morning. And all right, son, see you tomorrow. Good night. I was watching Creed too. I was watching Creed. I could not watch Creed no more because of this shit. Because that was the last thing I remember the conversation. And the next morning, he never woke up. So like to sit there, I went to work and going to work and then getting that phone call while doing my work shift. Like, yo, you heard from Tone? I'm like, yeah, I talked to him last night. I went to work at 4:00 in the morning. My brother left at 6, and he passed at like 7. So it's like. Yeah, death is very, very, very unexpectedly. Like you just gotta. When they say live, live every day like it's your last. You gotta really live it because you really don't know what's gonna happen. We could walk outside this Papi Store now, and that's it. And the last time we seen our family, like that's why you guys. I love you means a lot, man. When you tell family members, I love you. See you later. Means a lot. So make sure you be grateful for the ones you love and the ones that love you, and also like love the ones that love you. That's all I could say. Yeah. Family or friends, if family don't love you, that doesn't mean you gotta love them.
Yeah, because I mean, like you said, saying just reminding the people that you love them, it says a lot. Like, even the ones that say I hate you, kind of say a lot too. To where it's like, man, you don't even know how much I loved you, bro.
Right. But like, they calling you hate you because they had love for you.
It's true.
At one point, at one point they loved you. Yeah. So that's the only reason they hate you.
Yeah.
So like, all right, you hate me now, but you loved me before. So what make you hate me? It's a lot of people, man. It's sad. A lot of people dealing with demons and they just don't know how to deal with it. And I'm not perfect. Like, I got businesses and stuff like that. And from the outside world, people look at my social media and be like, damn, I want his life. Yeah. And me, I'm telling myself, no, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't. Yeah. Like it look good. It might smell good.
Somebody said too, one of the guys I follow and whatnot, you want to trade in your 40-hour-a-week job for entrepreneur life. When you trade that 40 hours in, you might end up picking up 80 more hours.
Right, because you sleep and waking up like, dang, I gotta do this. You wake up, you brushing your teeth thinking about what's your next business. You thinking of business strategies while you brushing your teeth.
Like, the money ain't making it. You gotta. Every day is a chance to make some money. But it's different
when you're an entrepreneur because you're making it for yourself than for a company.
Yeah.
So I always say that like
it's worth the work.
It's the work. At the end of the day, as long as you love doing what you love to do.
Yeah.
Because some people will get into an entrepreneurship and get into a business, say like somebody doing podcasts but don't like people. but they know there's money in it. But what works for me might not work for you.
Yeah. And then, you know, no matter what you do, everything looks good and easy from the ground level, right? Like that Titanic iceberg effect, where from the looks of it, that don't even look like a big
iceberg. Right, we gonna get through it.
Yeah, like I could do podcasting. I know I could do podcasting. I could do it.
You doing it now, though.
That shit look easy.
Yeah.
But then when you get beneath the surface and you realize, like, hold up, I use Adobe Premiere on my computer to edit the software. I gotta learn Adobe Premiere, all the buttons and how to navigate the software. I bought 3 different cameras, right? I have to learn the settings for each camera. I bought 2 different podcast mics, but I had to research what was the best budget-friendly podcast mics to use. And this took me like 2 weeks to gather just the information on how to put it, and then
look at you now.
I gotta put it into action. Well, I'm just saying, like, that iceberg effect where you don't really know how.
Oh, they didn't see the background. They didn't see what it took for us to sit here right
No.
now. It wasn't the same. Yo, June, call, sit down, turn the camera on. No, this motherfucker, I got some good footage. This motherfucker's over here all over the place. I'm like, dang, like Spider-Man. He got wires here, he got this camera here.
Lights and all that, everything.
So it look good. Doesn't mean it's easy, man.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. What's easy might not be worthwhile, but what's worthwhile not gonna be easy.
But at the end of the day, like, as long as, like, the way I look at it, the way I see things, as long as I put my all into it, what if I lose? I said, at least I gave it my shot. I gave it my all, man.
Oh, that's a fact. That's just been the story of my life, actually. Like, just jump. You mentioned the Army. I jumped in the Army. I did that. I'm like, I don't want to do 20 years. But I move on to the next. Corrections, in the jail. Yeah, I tried it. Did that.
I almost did that shit too.
Battle
I
rap.
almost fell into corrections. I'm glad.
Yeah. Oh, I did 4 years.
I remember.
A little 4-year bid in that joint. I ran into all your fathers too, man. I know how they live it, man.
I got a story
Watch them comments.
I got a story for corrections, and Mike probably know a little bit of it too.
But you know what's funny? I wanted to go right into the struggles of addiction in jail, right? We was on the topic of jail and whatnot, and I know we was about to get into a story, whatever.
With the jail, jail get crazy.
Yeah,
There's a lot of stories in jail, but we leave that for another story.
Yeah. I wanted to tap into something real though, man. Something that's kind of deep, and especially coming from where we come from, Philly, North Philly, Kensington to be specific. Where you got Zombie Land, right? Like, and we've seen the effects. I got some family. We got some family members over there.
That's probably out there, man.
Right now, you know what I'm saying? Caught in the maze. But you've been through addiction and time in prison. What was that time in your life like, man? Can you go into that?
All right, so Percocets was my choice. Like, so one thing, and like, I like to shed light on this because some people are ashamed of their past, but I don't understand that, yo. Because that's who made me who I am to fuck today. And I ain't scared of shit, bro. I don't give a fuck. I was dropping them perks like it was candy. And I'm saying it like proudly, but like, because I'm saying it proudly because I'm still alive to talk about this shit. Because, like, there's some people that lost that battle, and it's sad to say that they lost that battle, but like, that time in my life, like, I'm gonna tell you straight how it all started. How I started getting the pills, how I started getting I had lines, somebody was making prescription. This is back in like the early 2000s. We busting the scripts. We would pay the smokers a couple dollars to go to the pharmacy. We would pay cash, so trace the shit, whatever. But long story short, somebody was like, yo, take one. We'll knock a shorty off. Give her that perk dick. I know, yeah, so it started off as a male enhancement. I'm pretty sure it started off with a lot of niggas like that. Like, with a male enhancement, they take this, get that perk dick. And then next thing you know, that shit felt good. Like, you take that shit, like, damn, that's actually grooving.
Yeah, you feel like
you knock that chick off, you like, damn, I'm getting her all night.
Doing that again.
But like, that shit, I was selling it, and then I ended up being a product of my own environment. I was selling it for a while, making a lot of money, and I got locked up. And like you said, at that time, when I got locked up, it was like the perk bananas at the time. It was like the little bananas I was taking, like
tins, right?
I was taking like probably like 6 of them a day, not that many or whatever. I mean, 6 is a lot to some people, but when I tell you my story later on, you're gonna know why I say not that many. But so I was hooked a little bit. So I got locked up that time. I didn't know what drug this was, and I didn't know nothing. I was still naive to this shit. So when I go into the system, I don't know what the withdrawal shit is, bro. Oh my God,
You got the
bro.
sweats.
So I went through that shit cold fucking turkey, bro. I'm talking about insomnia. I could pace the cell right now how fucking much I walked that shit because I was trying to tire myself out. The shits, oh my God, listen, so like, it was bad. I'm just saying, listen, it was bad going through the withdrawal. I went through the cold turkey, not knowing what I was getting myself into. I didn't know the drug that I was taking was going to give me withdrawal, you know? So I gave more information to it, but like, what happened was I got locked up. I did like a month, came home, I went right back into like taking my pills, because that wasn't, I didn't go to jail to stop taking drugs.
Yeah.
Like, it was something I like to do, so I'm like, all right, I went to jail, boom, bailed out.
But yeah, you just got caught
right
up
back
in
to the same
system.
shit.
Yeah,
Go right back. So when I did my jail bail, I did 3 years. I stopped doing the purse for 3 years. I came out, I started doing it again because I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah.
So when I came, I started doing the pills again. This time it was on some different shit. Like, the more money I make, the more I was taking. So I started selling them. I started a business. I started the jobs. I was working with jobs. I was selling perks. I was selling cars. I was renting properties.
Yeah, you at that point you was doing a lot. You was.
I was trying to
remember
figure
that,
my way.
Yeah.
I was really trying. I was doing so much, but the thing is, I have to make sure make sure I take care of my addiction,
Right.
my lifestyle, my kids, bills, family, and also I'm trying to get that break. Selling cars, I'll buy 4 cars in the auction, flip them, keep flipping cars until I get the car I want, or whatever the case may be. Whether it was fucking PlayStation, when PlayStation 5s came out.
Yeah.
I wanted a PlayStation. So you know what I did? I bought 10. I sold them each $100 extra, and I got mine fucking for free. Cause I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. So I'm like, let me hustle mine.
Yeah, that was a good way to. Yeah.
So I was like little shit like that, but like,
Yeah.
I was trying to find my way. But at the one time, I was really on the, like I said, I started the service business, and this is like 2019. The more I started getting, more money I'm making, the more I was getting high, bro. I started buying bottles, sealed, perk 30s, bro. I posted a video not too long ago on social media about that, like,
Yeah.
bro, and that would last me 3 days. 130s, bro. $4,000, 3 days, bro.
And you could have.
Yo, OD, bro. I don't know how I'm still here. God got a plan for me. That's why I'm still here, bro. I don't know. Like, when I sat there and I went through this program, because I had to be real with myself, because I was hiding my addiction for a long time. A lot of people didn't know. My hustle was bigger than my addiction, so I'm out there grinding.
Yeah.
People not knowing, like, yeah, I'm making this paper, but $1,000 of the dollars I'm making, that's to pills. The rest is to my livelihood. So I used to spend a stack a day, bro, on just down my fucking throat.
No Diddy, can we say that?
No Diddy. Nah. I just throw it's like a stack a day. Just throw a stack a day.
You know, there's gonna be somebody in the
but
comments.
I'm gonna tell you one
That's
thing. One fucking thing. I'm gonna tell you something, right?
I got a call from the plug at the Papi Store. He needs some bars. I'm like, Prophet, you know I don't sell candy. How bizarre. I pull up to the bodega like a player. You know you see it. Wait, Papi Store, Bazaar, Bodega? How convenient. Anyway, Pop like, Izzo, tell me what you need. Let me get some turkey bacon and $1 worth of cheese. That's cold for I need a gig. But he know what I said. Cause Papi used to putting cats on top of the bread. I don't even rap like that, but I always wanted to. And I'm aware this is only a cipher, don't mean to trouble you.
No need of holding grudges, but if it
Wasn't
wasn't
a
a
competition, then it wouldn't be no judges. So I'm leaving with a W. Most of you leaving with nothing, but I got something for some of you. The summer league is over, they was better off subbing you. Suddenly these sucker MCs about to suffocate. If you ain't wanna suffer, then you shouldn't have let them summon you.